Whoa. Made me my momo, a deer, a female deer.
Girl, is you feeling me? Girl, is you feeling me? I know I ain't asking much, I just need you to keep it real with me. Keep it real with me. But you just keep on sending those mixed signals.
What's up, Buddy Squad? It's your girl, Buddy B, back in the building, back in the cut, back on my channel. It's been a long time coming, and back on the porch, okay? I think at this location I've only maybe done one video on the porch, and it was just the intro. But anyway, I haven't been on here in a long time, so we're not going to talk about that right now. Anyway, y'all already read the title, you know what's going on, but before I jump into that, just a little bit of background information. So, I've been busy. There's a lot been going on, new ventures, new things going on in life, some exciting things, you know what I'm talking about. But let me just fix this belt, because y'all like my outfit? I like it too. Cute, right? Ew. Okay, anyway, back to the video. So, like I said, been busy, whatever, a lot been going on. But, you know what, let me just explain. So, I'm in quarantine. I am negative for COVID. I don't have COVID-19. I don't have Delta variant, any of that. Nothing's wrong with me. I'm completely fine. Two tests were negative, but I was in contact with somebody who had it. So my job isn't allowing me to work. So that's why I have extra time. So that's why I'm doing videos. So this is the times. Let me know. You guys have been in my DMs like crazy. Like, we want to see this. We want to see this. When's the next video coming? Oh my God, we miss you. Da 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 da. And actually, I appreciate it. Like, you guys have made me kind of feel guilty to be like, okay, let me get back in front of the camera. And honestly, it's not any reason of like not wanting to film or anything. I actually have maybe 3 or 4 videos in my drafts that I just halfway edited or decided like, and do I even really want to post this, or is this good content? And so honestly, that's on me. So if you guys let me know the videos you want to see, you have been sending in so many questions to my Ask FM. I'll put the link down in the description once again, so if you have questions. But I'm thinking like maybe from now on, I'll do it as more of like an Ask Aubrey instead of like questions about me, because you guys ask a lot of questions about me and I do my best to answer them, but it gets kind of repetitive answering the same questions over and over again. If y'all hear that, I'm sure you do. I'm on the porch, you know, so if you hear those freaking really loud bugs or a car driving by, it seems like my street is like the busiest. There's always a car driving by. But anyway, enough of all that. Let's actually get into the video, okay? So today's topic is how to get your girl back. How do you know when your shorty back, how to get your little wody back in your arms, you know, cuddled up, whatever. So this is one of the ones that I have had in my my arsenal of like videos that I wanted to do for not very long. I would say maybe a month or 2 months. It's been like on my mind. I'm like, that would be a really good video to do from a woman's perspective. I can't speak from a man's perspective. I'm not a man. I've never been a man. I have no desire to be a man. I'm never going to be a man. So yeah. So I can only really speak on my perspective and my thoughts and my opinions. And of course, this whole video is going to be my opinions. I'm sure there's going to be something I say that it's like, not all girls, not all women. Okay, so make your own YouTube channel and talk about your opinions on there, your thoughts, all right? Okay, so this is my thoughts and opinions. So let's go to the handy dandy notes. And I just wrote down a couple of quick things. I don't want this video to be too long because I already know I'm going to make this a series. I'm probably going to do like a how to win your girl back, and then I'll do the prequel after of like how to keep your girl so that you don't end up in the situation in the first place. And then there's another one that I'm thinking about I want to do. I'm not sure yet, I haven't decided, but we'll see. And it's kind of hot out here, so if you see me perspirating,
that is not correct,
or glistening as I like to call it, ignore that, okay? So let's get right into the video. All right, so I came up with 5, maybe 6 things, depending on if I decided to do the bonus or if it kind of rolls into one of the other 5. Oh, there's birds. I keep seeing birds. It must mean something. If y'all know what the meaning of like seeing flocks of birds all the time, like way more than usual, put it in the comments. But anyway, so somebody's walking by. So, how to get your girl back. First things first, before you do anything, before you start making moves, before you start moving mad, anything like that, pray about it. That's number 1. Pray about it. Before you make moves, before you do anything, pray about it. Talk to God. You know what? Is it God's will for you guys to be together? Or is it your will for you guys to be together? Is it an ego thing? Like, oh, you know, I want to you know, I'm not ready, I'm not done with her, or I still have unfinished business with her, whatever, and that's what it is. And it's not, you know, I really care for this woman and I love her and I want to be with her and she makes me wake up in the morning. Like, if it's not that and it's just, oh, like, she's good in bed, or, you know, whatever the case may be, leave it alone. Stop right there, stop in your tracks, turn the video off, log out of YouTube. There's nothing else for you. Okay? Okay. All right, number 2. So if you pass that initial vibe check, like, okay, so you really do like her, she's the apple of your eye, she, you know, makes you feel good every single morning, blah, 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 like, she's the woman that you really want to be with, just whatever happened, things didn't work out. And you know what, before I even continue, this video is not for cheaters, this video is not for liars, this video is not for scammers, schemers, dirt dog, bad guys, anything like that. It's not for you. So yes, that's my neighbor. This is not for you. So if you're one of those guys, you're a bad guy, you broke her heart, whatever it was you shouldn't have been doing, been sneaking, you have sneaky links, you've been behind this woman's back, you've been texting other women, phone calls with other women, sneaky, like meeting up with other women, talking to your exes and not telling her about it, whatever. If you're that guy, if that's you, this video isn't for you. Log out, get off of YouTube, go for a run, think about yourself, reevaluate your life. Stars from the Galaxy, good night to you. Okay, so now let me proceed with number 2. Come prepared. Come prepared if you're like, if you decide you're gonna go and speak to her and all of that. I usually think that in person is better, but that really depends case by case. Like, why did you guys break up? Or if it wasn't a breakup, like, why did you split? Or why did you decide to take time apart or take a break or whatever it is that you're doing? Let's think about that first, because if it's something where like you really pissed this woman off, maybe not in person. If it was more of like an amicable, like, okay, whatever's going on right now, we need space apart, or you know what, this just isn't going the way that we anticipated it to, but like no hard feelings, I still care about you, then maybe in person would be nice, because then you could really get heart to heart. You guys will have a sense of, okay, how is she feeling, and how is she receiving what it is that you're saying to her, and vice versa, you know what I mean? But come prepared. Come with all of your pride put to the side, because if you're sitting there, and you're like, babe, you know what, I don't like the way we left things off, da-da-da, like whatever, and then she's like, okay, well, there's a couple of things that we have to work on, and then you're just like, well, no, I'm not willing to do it. Then why did you come? Why are you talking to her? What was the point of the conversation? You understand what I mean? Like, you're wasting now more of her time, and you know, if this is a woman watching this video, I don't know, vice versa, but you're just wasting everybody's time, so don't do that. So you want to come prepared, put all your pride aside, have all excuses out of your mind, because especially if you already know what the problem is and she's like told you before, like, hey, I don't like that you never call me to say goodnight or whatever. Whatever. She's like, oh, you never call me to say goodnight. And she's told you 3, 4, 5 times, like, oh, you didn't call me last night to say goodnight. Oh, you didn't call me yesterday. Oh, whatever. And it's that same thing, repetitive. And then you come to talk to her, and then you're like, oh, I just don't think that was a big enough deal for us to end things, whatever. And she's like, okay, well, to me, maybe it wasn't that, maybe it was the principle behind, I think it's a big deal that I've had to tell you 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times, and you're not listening. You're making my feelings minute, you make me feel like I'm this big, you don't care about whatever it is that I'm telling you. Maybe that's what the problem is all along, so you need to kind of get rid of that, and, you know, like I said, put your pride aside, put your feelings aside, and do better. You're going to be prepared to listen, because you're probably going to get told a little bit about yourself, and you need to be able to handle that without getting butthurt. If you're a big man and she's a big woman, and you guys both have emotional intelligence, and you're able to say, hey, I'm not perfect, this is what I messed up on, I'm willing to fix that, can you give me some pointers on how I could do this better for you and for our relationship, whatever, that's fantastic. No woman wants to have to babysit and be there for you and be like, okay, so I told you that you weren't calling me and you still didn't call me, so this is what you need to do every night at 8:44 p.m. Like, no, she already told you what the issue was. Either you're willing to fix that or you're not. Either she's the apple of your eye and you want this future with her, or you don't. And it's okay if you don't, but if you don't and you're not willing to make those changes or sacrifices or whatever it is, keep it pushing. This isn't the video for you. Okay? Okay. So that was like 2 and 3 kind of together. 2 being being able to put your pride aside, listen to what it is she has to say, and 3 being, you know, like, don't come, like, basically come correct. Don't come if you're not gonna be willing to like hear her side and her truth, and like listen to, you know, be able to receive what it is that was on her heart and mind and make those changes. And you know, if there are things that also you want to be worked out, then that's fine. You guys need to have that conversation before coming to any kind of conclusion of like, okay, cool, we're gonna make things work, blah blah blah. But that's not your time right then and there specifically to go in and say, okay, great, I need you to work on this too. This is your time, because you know you're doing this, whatever it is, to be like, okay, cool, blah blah blah, I will be willing to work on this. Once that is resolved and you guys have both come to a conclusion of, okay, cool, this is what I need, yes, I can do that, we're in agreement, this is what that looks like, these are the boundaries, whatever, great. And then you can bring up, okay, cool, I have some things I want to talk about as well, and this is not a time to be an attack. This is not a time to say, well, you do this too, and you do that too, That's not what's going on here, because that's going to create a bigger problem, a bigger issue. Just trust me. Like, and I'm not saying, oh, you need to hold it in and you can't say what it is that's bothering you or what's on your mind, but you need to allow each person to get all of their thoughts and feelings out first and handled, and then talk about the other person's thoughts and feelings and handled. Because if you're just going back and forth, this is going to be all day long conversation. You're going to get to a point where you're tired of talking about it and you didn't even really get to every point that you wanted to get to, because you're just, oh, okay, so when is this going to be done? You understand what I mean? I think you understand what I mean. So let's go to point, where are we, 5? No, we're on 4. Okay. So, this is a very important one for me personally. Don't come do not come empty-handed, okay? And that doesn't mean, oh, like, you know, you come and beg and plead on your hands and knees. That's not at all what I'm saying. When I say don't come empty-handed, I mean, like, basically how I was saying before, like, come prepared, come correct. Like, it's always nice, yes, of course, to have, like, you know, some flowers in hand, or like maybe like a little, it doesn't even have to be long, like a small little poem of like your feelings, doesn't have to rhyme, whatever, it just has, you know, something to show her, like, babe, listen, I want you in my life, you're important to me, I don't want to lose you, we can't keep doing, you know, whatever this is what we got to do, I want you here, I'm listening, I'm ready, I'm able, okay, bada boom, bada bing. Whether that be, you want to bring something with you, like favorite coffee, flowers, some chocolates, you know, whatever it is that she likes, a bottle of wine, food, you know, those are things that would make me pretty happy. But, you know, it's just, don't be afraid to wear your heart on your sleeve as a man, because for most women, I would say, and especially me, as long as I know that you care, and you care about my thoughts and my feelings and my opinions and all of that equally as much as yours, and it's not like yours is coming over mine or before mine, or just everything about you is more important than everything about me, then things can get worked on, honestly, truly. That having been said, be mindful about how you go about things. I've always been the type of person where I personally like a man to say straight up, like, I don't like to play the games, I don't like to guess how you're feeling about me, I don't want to think like, okay, so like, are we working towards something, are we moving forward, are we just hanging out, like watching Netflix, like, you know what I mean, like, I want to know, like, okay, you're my man, great, cool, let's get to know each other, let's figure out each other's flaws, let's do this whole bada boom bada bing shebang, and then see where this goes. This is not the time to like, oh, let's lounge and chill and blah blah blah, and then 8 months down the line, now I'm finding out all these things about you that I don't like. That's beginning stages stuff, you know what I mean? So this just depends. How long were you guys in a relationship? Was it 1 year, 2 years, whatever was going on? Was it a couple of months? Is this a failed marriage? I mean, that's not something that I can really speak on because I have never been married, so maybe this isn't the video for you to be watching if that's what you're wondering and that's what you're kind of wanting to get from me. I'm just speaking very in general. Oh gosh, I'm sweating. I'm speaking very in general about my thoughts and opinions out of the several relationships that I have been in my lifetime. I say several like I've just been in so many. Several as in more than 3, okay? But yeah, honestly, wear your heart on your sleeve. That's honestly big masculine things. That's big man things. That's big woman things. If you can wear your heart on your sleeve and let somebody know how you're feeling. And don't make somebody have to say it 10, 20, 50, a million times. You know what, like, everybody's learning, everybody's growing, especially if you don't know each other very well. It's gonna maybe have to be repeated, but if it gets to a certain point where you're feeling like, okay, why am I continuously saying the same thing over and over and nothing's changing, nothing's getting worked on, then you got your answer, okay, boom? But for the dudes out there who are watching this video for a reason, okay, let her know, baby, you rock my world. You make the sun come up in the morning. You make my morning tea taste better than it usually does. When you make breakfast, it's like boom shellac. Like, I don't know. Just let her know, like, hey, whatever it is that's going on, my bad. I love you if that's where you're at. I love you. I want to be with you. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so I apologize if there was like a abrupt lighting change or whatever just there. The freaking camera cut off on me, so I had to like restart that. But anyway, that was point 4. Masculine things, big man things. If you have good emotional intelligence, you'll understand what I'm talking about. If you don't have good emotional intelligence, there are plenty of websites and things that you can go to kind of like learn and grow and build yourself. And you know what? There's a lot of different things, different people, different perspectives. Everybody is 100% different, and that's fine. Just know what works for you and what works for your partner or the person that you want to be your partner. And this even could be not even necessarily how to get your girl back, but if it's like a girl that you haven't been with before and you're like trying to figure out like what's a good way to go about things, you know, wear your heart on your sleeve. Anyway, let me skip to the next thing because obviously the camera shutting off on me was trying to tell me to shut up and that I need to get on with this because this wasn't supposed to be a long video, so wrap it up. All right, so number 5, big gestures. This is not for every woman. Let me repeat. PSA, this is not for every woman, okay? For me, bueno. So, I like big gestures. I've always thought like that whole like scene in the movies, boombox over your head, freaking love song playing and you're throwing pebbles out the window, baby, baby, you know, like, you know, a little bit embarrassing, but like don't wake up the neighbors kind of a thing. I've always wanted that to happen to me. Now, let me clean that up by saying I don't ever want to be in a position where that has to happen, but like, but it's gonna happen. Where, you know, you got into an argument or a fight or whatever and you guys need some space. I always thought that was very cute. Loved it. I love a big, good, grand gesture, like, or if you're not somebody who, like, you're afraid of really getting shut down, like, oh, like, she might embarrass your butt, I don't know. Then you could do something different, like, send some edible, what, Aubrey? You could send an edible arrangement to, like, her job with a little love note so that she knows it's from you. If you're, you know, scared about putting your name, whatever, you could put something where she knows that it's you, like, freaking, I don't know, some code word where she knows it's you. I don't know what you guys' relationships are like, but I always thought big gestures were really nice. You could put like a little love letter so that she knows like it's from you, how you're feeling, like, hey babe, I'm sorry if it was something that you need to apologize about, or hey, I miss you, let's talk, or, you know, whatever it is. Big man things, big cojones energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, let her know, you say, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't be scared, don't be shy. Come on out, she'll love it. So basically, all in all, what I'm trying to say is you want to show your girl, who's not your girl, who might want to be your girl, I don't know. You want to show her that you care. Wear your heart on your sleeve. Let her know, like, hey, you care. And this is for people, like I said, if you're not a lying, cheating, gross, dirt, scumbag, and you're not, like, you know, one of those guys who doesn't deserve a second chance or whatever, you know, if this was, like, I don't know, you guys just need to kind of figure things out, or you're in a rut, or whatever is going on in your relationship or marriage, or yeah, it's for you. It's for the good guys out there, the guys who know their worth and know her worth. And honestly, if you have a good man in your life, a good woman in your life, you don't let that go. If there's somebody that is like really worth it and they're trying and they're there for you and they're listening to all your needs and wants and everything is being met, that's an amazing person in your life. If all your needs are not being met and you talked about it and it's still, you know, guys are falling short, then there are a lot of other fish in the sea, excuse me. But if that's your special rainbow fish, go get her, okay? And I'll be rooting for you. So moral of the story is, if you're willing to make changes, if she's willing to make changes, you have to be willing and able, okay? Those are the key words. Willing, able. You're capable? Yes? Okay, great. Then anything can be worked on, anything can be talked about. This is something that kind of came up a lot in my messages and my DMs about people asking about stuff like this. And don't let this be confused, because I know that there's a few people that are going to get this confused. Don't let it get confused. So that having been said, get your girl back. If you're, you know, vice versa, whatever, get your man back. Show them that you care. Anything can be fixed. Anything can be worked on, unless you're a dirty, nasty nut. Oh, you guys got that point, right? You got it? Got it? Okay, write it down. Okay. You still here and you did that? Okay, log out. Anyway, but that's all I had to say, really. Just trying to get back into the swing of things. I have a lot of extra time. Like I said, I'm home. I don't got nothing to do, really. So, yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. I love you guys so much. Let me know what other videos you guys want to see. You have DM'd me things, but I want to know, like, you know, leave it in the comments. Like I said, I'll put the Ask FM at the bottom so you can ask Aubrey. You know, I'll do little Q&As for things you guys want to know, whether it's about me, whether it's about life, whatever. You guys seem to ask me questions for advice anyway. I'm not the relationship guru, I'm not the advice guru, but if you want to know, hey, okay? So I don't know what day this video is going to go up because, like I said, I always keep them in the drafts and don't upload them, but I'm gonna try to get this one out for you guys, and I'm gonna try to go ahead and do the next one while I'm already sitting here and ready and able and capable and in the flow of things. So, shh. Love you guys so much. Peace out, Buddy Squad.